Hello, welcome to the Calcio Worldwide podcast. In today's special episode, we'll be talking about players, the great players. Buy, sell, bench, our team of the season for Serie A. Who are our Ballon d'Oro picks? Who is the best player in Serie A? All of this and more, as well as some transfer rumors and transfers that actually happened between some traders. I'm Fabrizio.
Marco.
Cri.
Gabriel.
And this is Calcio Worldwide. All right, guys, right off the bat, let's just get into the transfers real quick before we dive into the good stuff. Cuadrado has, we knew he was leaving Juventus, but to Inter out of all teams.
You seem pretty hurt. It's not the first one that went to Inter.
I don't know what to feel like. Even right now, my eyes are tearing up. But it's a mist of anger, sadness. It didn't have to be this way. Alexandro should have been the one that went.
I agree.
Yeah, but Kri, you're a fellow Juve fan. What do you think?
Listen, I would. Cuadrado is one of the players like I actually valued the most on the squad.
I did
he's
too.
One of the most experienced, so it hurts a lot actually to see him go. I know, like, the hardcore Juve fans, like, absolutely hate him now. I don't. I mean, I still respect him as a player and, like, what he's done for the club, but, I don't know.
I mean, but
it's
like,
hard to say.
Juventus have no identity anymore.
Yeah.
Like, this is to my point that nowadays you don't have loyal players anymore, and especially in Serie A, I'm not even being biased, but there's only a couple of clubs that stay loyal to their players.
I swear to God, if you shout out Roma, you're just taking this opportunity.
True.
We're talking about Cuadrado and Inter.
I'm
not talking about.
I'm not talking about. Did I say Roma? Did I say Roma? I said a couple of clubs.
I already know. So which club? Which club? Which club are you gonna say? Where are you gonna say?
First of all, there's Sassuolo with Berardi. He hasn't left.
That's right. Because he sucks and nobody wants him.
That
is true, I can't lie.
No, he's obviously a top 6 player. He can play.
Top?
No.
What?
You're telling me
Like
he
top
can't
6
play?
teams.
He can't play on Lazio.
Top
he can't play
60
Fiorentina?
maybe.
Well, Lazio, I
you could
guess.
play for Lazio.
Well, okay. Back to the other topic.
but-
As I've said, Cuadrado. This is the thing with Cuadrado. So many people are saying, "Oh, Cuadrado sucked." So the Juventus fans did disrespect him while he was at the club, which I completely disagree with. I mean, all those games against Inter, the team we're always supposed to turn up against, Cuadrado has performed. And he scored the winning goal in our second match with Inter in Serie A. So, I always love Cuadrado, but so in some ways, I kind of, like, it's hard to, like, not still care about him. But at the same time, it's like, out of all the teams in...
Wait, was this a Juve thing that they sold him there, or was that him?
It was
Him
both.
telling, really? Wow.
The
was
reason
both.
why is because I guess for some reason he wasn't part of the team's plans anymore, which I don't agree with. I think if anything, if you're gonna let someone go, like Fab said,
Sandro.
let go of Sandro.
Yeah,
He's
because he
35
hasn't.
years old though.
That is true,
That's
but-
true. He's old,
He's
but
experienced.
he's been putting in better performances than Sandro.
Yeah.
Sandro's like he hasn't been good for like the last 4 years.
He's been one of your most consistent players.
Cuadrado may not have been a starter anymore, but he still has something to offer.
Yeah,
Alexandro
exactly.
does not.
He's
You're
one of the
talking
most
about 35
experienced.
just because he's 35. Cristiano Ronaldo went to Juventus at 35.
Okay, but Cuadrado's not Cristiano.
Yeah.
Okay, but Cuadrado still is a great player.
He had so many other offers to go to any teams, and he went to Inter. And I think it's a big reason is because Juventus said basically your age is a factor why we don't watch you anymore, and he kind of felt disrespected, so that's why he left. But I think it's both faults, club and player. As a club, you shouldn't even let him go to Inter, and as a player, why are you going to go to Inter when you could have gone anywhere else?
Listen, you could say the club, yes, Juventus has board members. I mean, look at what's happening with Bonucci now. That's another thing. But Cuadrado, like, I mean, if you don't like what the board members told you, that's fine. But the fans, what the relationship you have with them, you're gonna turn back on them and go to Inter.
But look what Bonucci did when he went to Milan, and they took him back like nothing.
I mean, listen, a lot of fans still have hatred because of that. I don't. He's paid his dues. He's come back and he's given it its all. He's been a great mentor to the youngsters like Gatti and everybody, and Chiesa even.
Yeah.
But this hurts. Like I said, I'm 50-50 on this. I'm like, why? But at the same time, it's like Cuadrado has done enough, but to Inter out of all teams, that's just...
Yeah, like, I know he still wants to play at, like, a high level, and I know he's capable, but like Gab was saying, it's just like, it's not even the same Juve anymore. It's like the lack of respect you're showing to the most experienced players on your team, Bonucci even. Listen, I know many Juve fans hate him because he went to Milan, but doesn't take away from the fact that he has one of the most caps for the club.
Yeah.
Out of anyone, almost. There's a few above him.
Something I read today was that Lichtsteiner, he came out after the whole Cuadrado incident, like an hour later, and said that when he left Juventus and went to Arsenal, Inter offered him like a big contract, and he turned it down because he's like, I'm Juventino. And
that's a real man.
That's what I mean. I've been commenting on like Inter's page of that Cuadrado's a snake, because he is.
Yeah.
He went there when he could have gone somewhere else. If you think about it, Lukaku and Cuadrado literally fought a couple of months ago.
Yes.
Cuadrado had the captain's armband. You're representing the biggest club in Italy, and now you're going to go to Inter? That's what I mean. Juventus lost their identity.
Yeah,
because Del Piero, Buffon, Chiellini, Bonucci, Lichtsteiner, Marchisio, they would have never done that.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
No, yeah, of course. It's insane that it's like, are we living in the Matrix?
And it's like
those who believe in the Matrix theory, I used to deny it, but now they might be onto something, because this is like a glitch in the Matrix. Cuadrado and Lukaku had that big scrap 2 months ago. Cuadrado was like, respect the Juventini. The Juventus fans hated Lukaku. And now it's Lukaku's rumored to go to Juve.
Yeah, now we're trying to trade players.
To Inter.
But
what the hell?
But Giuntoli came out, and I like what he said. He's like, Lukaku is not a Juventino.
Good.
Never will
So
be.
I don't think they're going to sign him.
But the fact that they were even considering him, and he was considering going to Juve, it's just insane.
You have a really
insane.
weird relationship with Inter. Asamoah, Conti, not Cuadrado.
Juventus, it's Italy the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Like, I've heard people saying Italy has no loyalty, and it's true.
It
All
is
these
true.
players just go wherever they want. Look at Pedro with Roma and Lazio. He just...
I mean,
It was so easy.
what's weird is that before, without a doubt, you wouldn't even question it. Serie A had the most loyal players.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
What
10
happened.
years ago, even more, even as much.
It's all about the money nowadays.
I think
guys.
when Cristiano Ronaldo transferred to Juventus, that's when, like 2019, that's when things started changing.
But it's like
At
not.
the end of the decade.
It's no, even players. They're all losing their passion for the shirt. Like
Yeah.
what Serie A, it's now just a stepping stone for players to go to the Prem. I mean, which is understandable. If I was a player, like, who wouldn't want to play in the Prem?
But it should be a stepping stone.
You can't come to that point.
Something that's
okay.
pretty interesting is this. I don't know if you guys heard about this Morata transfer saga.
Yeah.
Apparently, all the big four wanted him: Roma, Milan, Juve, and Inter. And he said no to Juve. And the reason why, apparently, is because he knows the club's a mess, and he knows he doesn't want to go there. Now, the two favorites to sign him are Roma and Inter.
Yeah.
But Inter mainly now because they have the money. And Inter, I have to say, out of all the clubs, they're in Serie A, they're probably the most well-formed. They have the best balance.
And they have the
in terms
biggest
of
pull, probably.
So many things. So now it's like players that used to play for Juve or Milan, they don't care if they go to someone like Inter because it doesn't matter.
But Morata's a snake. When he scored against Juve, I think with Madrid or Atletico Madrid, he celebrated like it was nothing. Like he celebrated in everyone's face. Like he's a snake. I like him, but he's a snake. I'm not shocked at him going to Inter or anywhere else.
All these players really nowadays are like
True, yeah.
It's very rare.
It's something that I really don't understand why Cuadrado. Why would you? It's like you wrote a whole post about how much you love Juventus, and then come out and you write, Inter's an amazing club. I'm glad to be here. It doesn't make sense.
Well, I mean, you know, what's crazy is all these players, they, you know, I mean, it's just weird now. We're in different times. I mean, like Cuadrado, Bonucci, they're on their way out. These are players that used to be in the team of the season, you know, every year, and now it's a different era.
Yeah.
But speaking of the team of the season now, let's go into the fun stuff.
The fun stuff.
Serie A now has, where we're in a rebuilding phase. Now I don't even know what phase we are, but this past season, we can't deny it's been a great season in terms of entertainment. We've seen old legends still hanging, like delivering, but we've seen the rise of many new stars, many which I think are in the team of the season and should be. But we've had a bit of differences with the official team of the season. But you know, let's first start with the goalkeeper, because we've seen a lot of new faces performing and delivering. A lot of future legends in the making. What do you guys think? Who is the goalkeeper? I think Mike Magnan should definitely have a shout.
I think he has a fair shout. The only problem is he was injured for half the season.
Yeah, but
so I think Provedel is probably a better option.
Provedel and Lazio did good this year.
Provedel and Lazio.
And Merit on Napoli.
Meta didn't
was
really
good.
well actually. Napoli.
Vicario on Empoli was very good. But I have to say, I think Magnan is just the best.
That's what I'm saying.
I think the way him alone, he turned Milan's season around completely.
Exactly.
Can't forget about Onana, because he...
I was about to say, we were going SC.
Oh my god.
Handanovic was not playing well. Respect to him, he's a legend.
Yeah.
The way Inter treated him too wasn't good.
We've seen the rise.
Yeah.
I think Onana or Magnan maybe.
Yeah, I was about to say Magnan, Onana.
I picked Provedel, but
Provedel too.
But while I do not think he's the goalkeeper of the season, I feel like, yes, his team didn't have the best, but I feel like Szczesny does deserve a bit of a shout.
He's
he
does. Choice.
Perin too, though.
Perin does too.
Yeah.
He was good.
He swapped a lot.
Yeah, Perin. Yeah, but these are guys that have been in there a while. But the rise of Onana and Magnan had a great season last year, but like he's still fairly new to Serie A. I think it's between Onana and Magnan.
Nah. I think Magnan and Onana are the best, but I have to say Provedel had the best season.
Well, in Serie, we're talking about Serie A, then yeah, I guess.
If we're going
if
Serie
we're
A,
talking about the year as a whole, I would probably say Onana.
I'll say Onana.
I still think Onana. I mean,
I think the year as a whole, Onana. The keeper in Serie A for me is Magnan, but the best keeper this year in Serie A was Provedel.
Okay,
Yeah,
so I guess right now we're going with
Serie
Onana.
A, Serie A
Onana and Provedel. So votes for Onana. Who votes for Onana?
I think we're gonna.
Just me. All right, so Provedel's our goalkeeper of the season. We're doing this a 4-3-3.
Yes.
Yeah,
Come on.
It's the best formation at the moment.
Most balanced.
Come on.
Well, most balanced is 4.
Or we can do cities like 3-2-1-3.
Oh, I know.
Nah, what we'll go with the
Center
4-3-3 center backs.
That's a whole headache.
Wait, why don't we start with right back and then go across the line?
You want to start with the fullback right back?
Right back is so easy. It's Di Lorenzo.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Di Lorenzo. Without a doubt.
No one else.
He was one of the best players this season.
I think for me, besides the two Napoli front guys, best player of the season.
Yeah, no, Di Lorenzo. I think
Di Lorenzo.
No,
Dumfries was good in Champions League.
Dumfries was horrible
in Champions League.
You can ask any Inter fan; he's horrible. That's why they got Cuadrado.
In Champions League, he was doing well though. Until
yes, he
towards
was.
The end.
I mean, but yeah, you have a point. Champions League.
Without
a
doubt.
Yeah, I might also say Di Lorenzo.
All right, so that's out.
That's out of the way.
But like, why do you guys think? What's crazy about Di Lorenzo is that 4 years ago he was playing in like Serie D, and this guy came. And even in the Euros, I don't know if you guys remember, Florenzi played the first game. Guy comes in and just was one of our best players of the Euros.
He was. He definitely was.
He's really underrated, I have to say.
Do you think Di Lorenzo will be more internationally known in the future or no?
Because he doesn't play in the Prem.
That too.
This year was really not necessarily his breakout not in Italy, but maybe in Europe. That was
Because he hasn't broken out as a star yet. I mean, you say he doesn't play in the Prem, but Chiesa has some notoriety now.
The reason why is because
the Euros.
Going back to our last video, I said the wingers nowadays are the most looked players. Yeah. And when Chiesa came in the Euros, everyone was.
But Berardi was never looked upon. I think it was because of his performance in the Euros. But maybe Di Lorenzo could have that one because Spinazzola is a fullback too.
He's not a right back though.
No,
but it doesn't matter. He's a fullback.
But Di Lorenzo this season, people were talking about him. Yeah. I mean, against Frankfurt, you saw his goal. That was really nice goal.
Yeah.
But I still think he's like he should still be more known. He's still a very
as the captain player. Of Napoli, though, he's really grown as a player a lot this season. He
said he's not leaving Napoli.
He's really.
I see him actually staying. Yeah,
for us. He's gonna be a legend. He wants to stay there.
All right, center back.
Right center back first.
Well, I mean,
Kim.
I was about to say we had this discussion before.
I think Kim, without a doubt, is one.
Kim's the best.
I think Kim.
Do you agree with Kim for one of the?
I was gonna give this big monologue about like how we had this discussion seasons ago, but yes, it has to be Kim Yoon-jae. I don't think
he won.
Kim
Defender of the season,
whatever his name is.
He's now going to Bayern after one season.
And this just shows, guys, how Serie A is. We get one breakout star that's not Italian, which sucks, and he just flocks to another league.
But do you expect him to stay in Napoli? He has no relation to anything.
No.
Well,
I honestly expected a Prem side to get him.
But then
United were after.
I thought he was going to go to United.
But that's the problem. Like Napoli are in like such a funny situation. They won the league, but they can't hold on to the players because they don't have as much money.
But Di Laurentiis said he had to let go one out of the 3 stars: Kim, Osimhen, and Kvara. And honestly, he did the best one.
Yeah, exactly.
I would say that was the best option.
The next center back.
I think left center back's Bastoni.
Yeah.
Bastoni. I was about to say.
I think Bastoni.
I was going to say Smalling.
Listen.
No.
Listen. Smalling's up there.
Yeah, he's up there.
The reason why I put Bastoni is because I don't think there's any young Italian or center back in Serie A that's better than him.
But guys, let's go to some honorable mentions, like because I think Bastoni, no question, I think should make it. But we forgot to mention for fullbacks too. I mean, there's some players that are just a step behind and couldn't get it, but well, first I want to start with center backs. I think Smalling, yes. Smalling is one of the Smalling's a great player. I think Acerbi has to. Acerbi, if Bastoni wasn't like around, Acerbi should probably get this.
But Darmian moved to center back.
Too.
Yeah, he played amazing.
So the whole Inter back line was amazing.
Yeah.
Scalvini.
Atalanta center back.
He's
Danilo.
Danilo. I mean, also he wouldn't have. For youth, he wouldn't be in this, but I think just a tiny bit of a shot. I think Gatti he did do well. He has shown promise that he could be in this. He could be a team of the season player.
Even he could.
I think Lazio with Casale, he was really good this season.
Acerbi's not a bad shot.
Then you had some guy.
On Lecce?
Oh, true.
Yeah. He was amazing.
Well, I think the bottom line is Acerbi is in the team of the season. So far, let's just recap. We have
Provedel in
goal. We have Di Lorenzo in right back. Yeah. And do we have
Kim in center back?
Kim in
Bastoni.
But left back now, I think this is no question again. I think the back line is just it's pretty obvious.
I have
Who is it? Who do you say?
Abi Steo or not?
No, it's not.
I think it's
DiMarco.
It's DiMarco.
Oh my god, actually
DiMarco.
I think.
DiMarco, I think, was the best left back in Europe.
I agree.
This season.
Biraghi was close for Serie A though. For Serie A, Biraghi was.
But guys. I mean,
nothing.
Teo is very good.
But is DiMarco scoring bangers?
It's the same thing. Yes.
No, but DiMarco, he's been
it's the same thing
in crosses like crazy.
I'll take that back because I'm thinking this comes down to efficiency.
Listen, that's the same thing with keepers. Like how you know Magnan was the best, blah blah blah. That's the same thing with the left back.
That's another thing. Like with consistency, I think DiMarco's been much more consistent.
I want to have a poll: Theo Hernandez or Federico Di Marco?
Bro,
DiMarco.
I think this
Bro, for
season,
Serie A,
DiMarco.
it's not
Last
even
year,
Theo.
Theo.
Maybe
This season,
individual
No.
ability, Theo.
For
But
Serie A,
DiMarco this season.
Theo's not even second. I think
I'll be
Cuadrado's
honest.
second. Cuadrado's
Ability, I think DiMarco's better. Bro, that guy's a
DiMarco's
crazy
I mean,
shot. And
we're going.
his cross-
second. I don't know,
It's
but
traditional.
Theo, man,
His dribbling.
Well, I mean, we also got to look at the formation we're playing in this team of the season. We're playing the typical 4-3-3.
it's a great team.
So, I mean, it's the traditional fullback
Yeah.
versus the fullback now that's basically a winger, which is Theo.
Yeah.
So I think by Serie A terms, and yes, if we're looking at efficiency overall, DiMarco technically he had the better season. Although I will stand by this ability wise, and I hate to say it because he plays for France, but Theo Hernandez is one of the best, not just fullbacks, I think ability wise players in the world for the variety he has. But
Yeah.
I do think DiMarco has a better shot in crossing though, and is a better defender.
a better shot than
He's a
Theo.
better
He's better
He has a
crosser,
better
and
shot.
he's a better
A better
defender.
crosser, yes.
He's a
shot
better
at him.
defender.
No, his shot is. You have to see the bangers this guy scores.
Yeah, you're crazy. No, yeah, they both have a
Well,
really
well,
good
but
shot.
bro,
It's a
that
close
you saw
argument.
that
Bro,
second one.
Theo's a better dribbler.
I love
than
Theo,
DiMarco.
but this year DiMarco was better in Serie A.
This year, DiMarco's better.
Even Biraghi.
I mean, you know, looking at this now, I think you guys are convincing me because DiMarco's the smarter player. He does not, you know.
I don't know if you guys noticed too. For Italy, DiMarco this season has been amazing.
No, of
He
course,
scored like many goals for us this year. I think
Yeah.
about like 3 goals.
All right, so DiMarco it is.
Yeah.
DiMarco left back.
Wait, I have a question for the 4-3-3. Are we doing a CDM or
I
or
think we
attacking?
should.
I think we should just. I think we should
Oh,
do 3 center mids.
3 center
They
mids,
said
right?
a
Like any
mid. All
position.
Any type of.
We don't need to do
midfield.
center.
I prefer a defensive mid.
All right,
to be
that's
honest.
fine.
Okay.
So
But
we'll start with that.
Well, defensive mid.
I think this is a lot tougher though.
This is a lot.
I mean,
tougher.
we could go.
I know
Brozovic is
I know
big,
my
but he was
midfield.
injured.
Brozovic is definitely the best CDM in Serie A.
Tonali and Benacer had a great season too, though.
But he,
CDM.
who I thought Lobotka.
I think
Lobotka
Lobotka
too,
has
yeah.
to be
Or,
in the team of the season.
What's his name? Tonali.
Oh,
I would put
Matic.
Oh my God, Matic was insane for us.
brilliant
I think-
this season.
I think you can't not put Lobotka.
no,
he has
the
to
other
be
center
in
mid
it.
from Napoli. I forgot his name, man.
over
Zielinski?
Brozovic.
No,
Zambo Anguissa.
Zambo. It's not.
Lobotka,
He's
but
oh my god.
I think it's Lobotka between Lobotka and Brozovic.
There's a lot of good.
And
no,
he-
not
Lobotka-
Brozovic. I love him, but he was hurt like almost.
No,
the whole
that's what I
season.
said. Yeah.
If anything,
Yeah, I feel
Calcio
like I'm
played
going
that
by. I feel like I'm going by.
You're going by
technique.
overall.
Yeah, I'm
You're
going by
Also,
technique.
don't look
Yeah.
I
at-
think
don't
the
look at
main
Champions
one.
League.
We forgot about Amrabat on
Yeah, oh
Fiorentina.
my God.
He was really good.
He had a good season.
But I think the top 2 is Lobotka and Tonali.
Yo, Pogba, bro, has to be
yeah.
a shit.
Boy,
like 5 years ago.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, no, but guys, seriously,
Paredes.
don't get me
I
started.
think Lobotka.
Lobotka has to
Lobotka, I
be.
think's the winner.
Okay, so
I feel like we're missing out
factor
players,
Lobotka.
guys. Let's not
There's
miss
a
out.
lot.
The commentary.
No,
like,
no, I
guys,
think
what?
the true center mid is now where it gets.
I have a clear mind for right
I
now.
know too.
There's
Well, what-
one that is just, it's a no-brainer.
I think we're talking about the same
It's
person.
Barella.
Yeah,
Barella
exactly.
has-
Barella
For
is
sure.
the best.
Well, hold
midfielder.
on. We have 2 spots, but let's look at our options. We got Barella.
Milinkovic.
I was about to say, I think Milinkovic,
I mean,
Savic.
Rabiot.
Listen, Rabiot, yeah.
Rabiot.
Rabiot's had a great year.
Rabiot's had a great year, but I feel like Juve's position in the table
Puts
edges
him
other
there.
Whoa!
before him.
Sorry. Cristante had a great year in CDM.
Yeah, but he's not.
Yeah, I know. Okay,
I know,
he's not gonna.
midfielders,
He's
I'm
probably
sorry.
not gonna make it.
Pellegrini.
But this is one that always gets overlooked. Pereira.
Oh, yeah, I mean, he has-
Pereira
yeah.
has had
I
great
think-
I think he
performances.
played
Yeah.
fullback.
I think
a lot this
Zielinski gets
Yeah.
overlooked.
Zielinski.
I don't
oh
know
my-
why people don't
Yeah.
haven't put him in their own team of the season,
Bro,
but he's
No,
so good.
I think Zielinski actually.
All of
has
Napoli
to
has
be
a
there.
shout.
I think Zielinski and Barella.
I think-
if I'm
I will agree. I think it's got to be.
and if
either
it's not Zielinski, then Milinkovic Savic. But Barella, I think, is definitely in the
Milinkovic.
team.
I think Milinkovic has been the best the past 10 years. But I think this season, Barella and Zielinski were just edging him and Rabiot by this
over
much.
Milinkovic, Savic.
Just by this much. By it's like small margins. By
I think
Rabiot,
Zielinski deserves
Milinkovic, Barella.
Rabiot and
Zielinski were the
Milinkovic
4
would
best.
be there though. For, like they're very close.
They could be
I
on the
think.
bench.
So who is the center mid? Barella and
Zielinski.
yeah.
Yeah,
Wow,
that's
what a
I
midfield
think
that is.
Zielinski-
I think
Yeah,
the
yeah.
front 3 is so.
But
easy.
midfield, Milan's midfield is still good though. I feel like they have a big shout
the
out.
front 3, left wing. I mean,
Kvaratskhelia.
I mean, the
Kvaratskhelia.
best player.
I
of the
mean,
season.
you could make the argument. Like I said, this is
Leao.
Serie A, Leao.
Yeah.
But In the Champions League, definitely
I
Leao.
think-
No, Champions League definitely.
I think
Leao.
it has
If we're
to-
talking, but see, like I like to go through overall player. I think Leao right now is the better player.
No, he.
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah, he is.
Crava has the potential to be better. I think he has more talent.
But they have
But
different games where they're better in. I feel like.
The
Fair.
one that when they versed,
But when
each
they
other,
versed,
Leao was
when
good.
it
yeah,
versed, when
yeah.
it came down to Leao was the better player. But like I said, this is why I was leaning towards Theo and Brozovic. But like you said, this is the season. You guys convinced me.
No, probably.
And to be honest, I'll take it back. DiMarco
Not
probably
just
is a
like
better
this.
player than Theo, than
Yeah.
Theo. To be honest,
Some shouts though for left wing. I mean, Crava's definitely the winner.
Leao definitely.
Leao, Zaccagni,
Zaccagni,
on
yeah.
Lazio.
Zaccagni-
Zaccagni is very underrated. You will see a lot more of him in the future.
Well, Kostic didn't play that much, but he was good.
He was very
Kostic,
good.
He was really
yeah,
good.
Kostic. I mean, he can play anything, so I don't know.
I
What
think
position
I
it is.
think the
I
top
think
three
Kostic-
would be Kvaratskhelia, then Leao, then
Zaccagni.
Zaccagni,
Yeah, it's
without
not
a doubt.
Yeah,
But
it's
Oh, Lookman.
Look when
that's true.
On
he
a
was
long
good for a
time.
few games.
The thing-
like not a few games. He was good for like a
Period.
spell,
I
and
think-
then that's it.
I think Kvaratskhelia
Boylan,
is
too.
he's
Yeah,
he's
well.
a definite like on the team of the season because he got Serie A
Yeah.
MVP. So
No,
there's
that's I think
Without
Wait,
a
wait,
that's the easiest.
Listen,
one.
El Shaarawy had a good year too for us.
Yeah,
he wasn't.
but he's not.
No, one of the greats.
yeah, we
Yeah.
never gave an honorable mention for right back.
Yeah, we did.
Who?
I don't know.
I'll be honest with you. There wasn't too
that
many.
many. You
great
can't even say
right
Danilo.
backs.
This year.
Baschirotto was good. He was a
Baschirotto.
right
Yeah.
back. But
But yeah, we're that's off topic. I mean, Serie A has kind of like been low on the right
I
backs.
think we get the left wingers down.
But Kvaratskhelia, I think there's the only argument you could go against is Leao, but looking at this now, you know, it is the team of the season for Serie A,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Kvaratskhelia, he has all the potential in the world. I hope he stays on Napoli. Just, I mean, I hate Napoli not for their sake, but just for Serie A's sake as a whole, he'll bring some eyes in.
Yeah. I think striker is easy.
Let's go to the right wing first.
Dybala.
Right wing.
Dybala.
Honestly,
Dybala,
we need
right
to put
wing.
we need to put him somewhere.
You have
'cause he had
to
a
put him
freaking
in the
year.
team because
Yeah,
he,
he gotta
if
be
it's not
somewhere.
Osimhen and Krava, he's the best.
I mean, you
player
could
this
also
season.
put him.
He can play right wing and free
I mean,
roam.
Yeah,
You can put him.
we need him there, man. He had a great year.
I mean, I would switch up the format. I mean, but like,
Then you could do
It's like how they.
I mean,
they
yeah, I
played
mean, you
Messi.
can't leave Dybala. I
No.
mean, I'm a Dybala
Wait.
fanboy, but
I
wait, let's look
it's
at
not
the real
natural to put him right wing, but I think
He can play.
He has
right.
unless you
Yeah,
put him
some-
striker. But
yeah.
I know who we're gonna put there.
No.
So.
yeah.
He can
Yeah.
play right wing. You just gotta free.
But
make
see,
him
this is
free
the problem
roam.
with the world now. Is in today's modern systems, there's no place for a 10, and it's sad.
That's
That's-
that's why.
that's-
Roma's the
that's
only
what
team
James
that
said.
plays with a 10 now. Juventus wanted to play with one, and they're stupid for getting rid of the only 10 left in the world.
But that's what Hamas said.
Besides
Well,
Messi.
I know who ruined the number
Who's
10
MLS?
position. I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate, but Guardiola did.
Not a lot
Yeah.
of hate. That's the most accurate. Like
No, a lot of people.
A lot of people are
disagree
stupid.
with it, but James Rodriguez came
you know,
out.
there's
He
a
said
saying in boxing. Roger Mayweather, rest in peace. He used to say, "Most people don't know about boxing. Most people don't know about." I can't even do his voice. And it applies to this sport as well. Most people do not know about football.
Yeah.
That is just the truth. Soccer, whatever you want to call it. Most people don't know about this sport, and that's why I formed this channel. To be honest, schooling you guys. But
I want to say another honorable
Yeah.
mention for right wing. It's actually Politano.
I was about to say
Yeah,
that.
I think
Politano,
I think it was
extremely
very good
underrated.
this season.
All of Napoli has honorable mentions in it.
Yeah,
Whole, for Serie A. Come on.
Every position.
that.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
trying to think, Berardi, he put up numbers.
Oh, left
Yeah.
wing. You hate him, Pedro. Pedro
Yeah.
deserved a shout.
Yeah.
I mean
Yeah,
this
he
guy.
does.
I mean you saw those plays against Inter. That was insane. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
He's past his prime.
I think
Yeah.
like for right wing, there's honestly not too many.
I think
No,
Dybala is the
It's
guy.
Dybala, yeah.
Politano.
None of Juve's wingers. I don't
None of
should
Juve's
should
players.
make
What
it.
about Atalanta? I mean,
Not they don't. Not really. They don't
Never-
really. They play more wing backs.
It's
Yeah.
not.
Lookman, I said one was one, but I'm trying to think. Berardi really did have a good season though.
yeah, but it's
Messias
been
had an
odd.
okay season, honestly. He was underperformed.
Chiesa. No, I'm kidding.
There's not really
I
like.
wish.
Oh, actually, going back to right back, Stefan Posch on Bologna is the second best right back this season besides Di Lorenzo. If there's one to shout him out,
What about that guy in Salernitana?
Buladia?
Buladia.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He's-
No, but he can play in the wing.
Yeah, but he's mainly a striker.
What about
Kandreva was filthy.
Yeah.
It was disgusting
Yeah.
for them.
Yeah.
But I think should it be lower the fact that he plays for Salernitana?
That guy, I'll be honest, can play on any Serie A team and do well.
Most underrated,
Yeah.
underappreciated player in Serie A.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
He's
good.
Hard
really
worker.
Yeah.
But
No, that's
yeah,
my kind of player, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think it's Dybala just because if it wasn't for him, I think Roma would be
Yeah.
honestly like top 8,
Damn.
8th place.
Damn,
Top
yo,
eight.
Juventus has no players in the.
I don't think Juventus
You
should
should-
have
why
any
are
players.
you shocked?
We
Why are you
shouldn't.
shocked?
No.
The only
still-
one who I would is Rabiot
Maybe
and Danilo.
Some,
That probably.
I don't even
Playing
think
good
Di
for you,
Maria
man.
should even.
No,
get
I think
honorable
Kostic deserves a
mentions.
shot.
Di Maria's on flop of the season.
Di Maria.
Maria's a flop.
If this
yeah.
was the first 3 games, Di Maria's on a mention, but like this
Yeah,
was
no.
easy.
Nah, Di Maria's a flop. You guys already
Only
know how I feel about
Rabiot gets an honorable mention, but that's it.
it. The only 3 good Juventus players this year was Rabiot, Danilo, and
Szczesny.
And
Szczesny.
Perin.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to shout them, but I was gonna say Kostic has to be.
Oh,
Yeah,
Kostic,
Kostic had a good
Yeah.
game.
But enough of that. The striker, I think this is a no-brainer.
Yeah,
This
Salernitana legend, Buladia.
Bullet. Yeah, no,
Come on,
guys.
Drew. Come on.
Giroud, guys.
Immobile.
I mean, come on, guys. Chino Immobile, like this guy always performed. Nah, we're just kidding, guys.
Belotti,
Yeah.
0 goals
Belotti.
this season.
Guys, I'm an
Belotti.
Oshie man. You like, you're not
Yeah.
big fans of
No,
Oh,
Belotti has to be the best striker because how can you be a striker playing like I think how many games he played in the league?
Like 30.
Like 30 games
Like
and he
that.
scores 0 goals. That is just baffling. How did this guy score 22 in a year and was top scorer? I don't know. But guys, I think this is a no-brainer. Osimhen.
Shout out though to Lautaro.
Lautaro.
Yeah,
Lautaro.
Honorable
No,
mention.
Lautaro is close. I think if we're talking skill, like earlier as I was doing this list, I probably would have said Lautaro, but we're talking about just the league. And it's not just ability, it's their performances this season, what they did for the team. Lautaro kind of woke up at the end. Osimhen was consistently good.
What I like about Osimhen really is that he's a big game player. He scored in
He
all
really
the big
was.
games. Like
Yep.
there's not. He scored literally against Roma twice in like the last couple of minutes. Who was it? Did he score against Juve?
He killed us.
I mean,
I mean,
but like
Crava really
he
did
pulled
that.
it. He pulled. I can't. Did he? Yeah, he did.
Against Inter, I don't know if he scored either.
Either way, this guy, whenever he has played,
He was-
he was always a threat.
Another thing, he was the only player to actually score against Milan in their Champions League game.
If he played the
Yeah.
first leg, it would have
It
been.
would've
He
won.
stepped up, man.
Yeah.
He really did for them.
But it's either him or Crava player of the season. They said Crava, but
I think it was
Because they
Crava.
need to put him striker this season.
the thing is, for me, when Osimhen was out, you could see they struggled a bit. And
No. Towards the second half against Milan, yeah, but against the lesser teams, you barely saw a difference.
Oh, yeah.
Raspadori hit those 2 goals against Liverpool.
no, but
yeah.
that was towards the beginning. I'm saying.
I know, I mean,
towards
against the Ajax,
towards the
scored
middle
goals.
or end of the season when he was out, you could see that they really missed him because he's world class. Simeone is good, but
Yeah.
Osimhen's on a different level.
So that concludes our.
No. We got to top it off with the coach.
Coach and
Coach
young
we're doing
player.
coach?
Yeah,
Coach and young
Coach
player.
and young player.
I was
Coach
going to
is
switch
easy.
to the subs, but
That too, but
well,
let's
I mean, okay,
Coach
wait.
is
I would
Spalletti.
want to do subs.
I coach Spalletti.
I had there's no
Yeah,
brainer.
there's no. Yeah.
I think without a doubt.
Yeah.
Coach is Spalletti, but
I think
Although wild card,
uh,
Italiano.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, for Italiano, yeah.
Italiano after.
Yeah.
But Spalletti, he finally won a league. What can I say? I mean, I don't like the guy, but what he did for Napoli this
deserves
season
it.
was brilliant.
He transformed them.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, but let's just.
Well, Chris said best young player.
We'll do best young
I
player.
think.
I mean,
honestly,
guys,
this is-
it's Crava, guys.
No.
But it's
Crava's young player.
He's
Well,
best
he's-
player. I
he's-
think we should give it to someone else. And I honestly think it's a Juventus player, and it's Fagioli.
Yeah. I was going to say that too,
Actually,
honestly.
Who?
No,
Oh, yeah, Fagioli won it.
Yeah.
No, well deserved.
Yeah, he did.
I mean,
Fagioli
no.
won.
Fagioli, Juventus has promising players. The problem is that they're still under that airhead of a coach, and
He's worse
I-
than there.
I guarantee you, if we get a different coach, one that actually can coach and deserves to be one, these players will shine even more, and will turn from boys into men.
I think Fagioli is a fair shot.
But
If
the
it's
best
not
player in
enough,
Serie A,
but
like
it's
you
good.
brought it up, I wanted to get into. It was people were saying it's between Crava and Osimhen, right?
Yeah.
I think it's Crava. I think Osimhen, for the most part, like I'm not gonna say he can be replaced, but you saw like against like lesser teams they were able to find
at the beginning of the season when
alternative.
Osimhen was injured,
I
Raspadori and
disagree.
Simeone stepped up.
I
I'll tell you
disagree
why.
too because like
I mean, guys, obviously it's not they destroyed Liverpool even without Osimhen.
I disagree too because you just said he can be replaced. If anything, I think I love him, but Cuadrado could be
Guys,
more replaced.
I think they both can.
They both can, but bro,
Both can
Osimhen.
be
Crava's
replaced.
talent
think-
is irreplaceable.
I think they both shine.
Osimhen too, though.
It's
But
hard
I
to find a young striker like that. Tear it
Yeah,
up.
nowadays.
Serie A too, man.
I'll be honest, it's
Anthony.
really hard to find a striker who's extremely fast, good on the ball, and
Athletic.
a crazy finisher.
Listen, I don't know how this is gonna go, but he's
I
the
mean,
Black Holland.
But what I'm
Like,
saying,
seriously.
I'm saying, but guys, like the stuff Crava does, I've not seen a player do in Serie
I
A for a long
think
time.
they-
Only Leao.
They both shined during different parts of the season. I think Kvaratskhelia was more like the first half of the season. He really like tore the league apart.
Yeah.
And then
Second half,
after
yeah,
March,
also.
after they lost in the Champions League to Milan, he kind of like slowed down a little bit, and that's kind of when Osimhen picked it back up. But
That's why I think
Kvara's.
Osimhen's better.
I think it's fair to give him MVP. One of the two.
I think it's one of the two, but the reason why is because, like, yeah, Osimhen was injured in the beginning of the season, right? Crava wasn't in the second half, and Osimhen started killing it in January after the World Cup. Crava, after that Milan, the 4-0, I'll be honest, he went ghost the whole season. He had no assists, no goals. Osimhen had goals, assists, he had everything, and that's why I think he was the best player.
Well, I think when you're a striker, your numbers are gonna go up more. I think it's just
Not really.
Now I have a question. Who do we say is the most disappointing player this
Di
season?
Maria.
Honestly,
Di
yeah.
Maria.
You
For
think
what he
Di
is,
Maria?
Di Maria.
flop of the year. Wait, so but who's
Who
our
is
best though? It's Crava.
I say
Osimhen.
Kvaratskhelia.
I say Osimhen.
I say Osimhen.
Wow, so we're drawed. All right, we'll give a wild card. Kyle, yo, we got a fan in the audience. Kyle, who do you think is better, Crava or Seaman? Who's the Serie A player of the year?
I would say Osimhen, but Osimhen was injured a lot.
Yeah.
But he said
Osimhen
Osimhen, so-
was injured throughout the season.
There's your
So
answer.
who's your? I mean,
Osimhen.
you just gotta give a name.
I would go Osimhen.
So it's a Seaman. Thanks a lot, Kyle. Okay. Let's just cut down straight to business. Who deserves the Ballon d'Oro?
Holland.
Holland. If you want to say
I
Messi, because the World Cup might be a bigger achievement.
I don't know if it's that easy of a decision. I can't say Haaland like that without giving Messi credit.